This was the story all offseason. Who's going to replace Joe Thomas at left tackle? We didn't know early on. We really didn't know at the end of training camp. But Desmond Harrison has been the guy, the undrafted rookie, and he seems to be growing week by week.
He's played well, and I'm impressed with the growth that he's had from week 1 through week 4, and I continue to expect that growth with him. You know, the thing he does well is he's such a great athlete. He can move so well. There's nobody on the field that's going to be able to run around him or run past him, and so the only thing I see when I watch him that he needs to work on is a little bit of his anchor. He's a smaller guy. He's under 300 pounds as a left tackle, which is very small, and sometimes those bigger guys can push him, and this will be a great test because Suggs is a guy that likes to bull rush.
If under 300 pounds is very small, then boy, Joe is a really small left tackle at this point.
Joe's not even tight end anymore.
Joe, speaking of Harrison, do you talk to him? Does he seek you out or ask you questions?
Yeah, you know, we developed a little bit of a relationship in the spring and in the summer during training camp. And this week we talked a little bit about Suggs. Obviously, I played him a number of times.
Right.
And I had a few tips, a few pointers for him when he was watching film, just things to focus on that I thought could really help him during this matchup.
And how do you have that conversation, build up his confidence, but not put Suggs on too high of a pedestal that he worries about it?
Well, you have to make sure he understands he's human. You know, Terrell Suggs is going to be a Hall of Famer as a defensive end. But when these guys are on the field, they're both humans. And so it's important to understand that he's got weaknesses just like anybody else. So you got to build him up on what Desmond does well and tell him, all right, these are the things that Suggs is going to try to do to you. So when it happens, he's not surprised.
And Joe, of course, it helps Desmond that he goes in practice up against what's been a really good defensive line so far.
Yeah, I mean, just going against Myles Garrett every day in practice is pretty good. Myles Garrett's a lot faster than Terrell Suggs in year 35 right now.
Right.
So he's got plenty of speed, and I think he's going to do great today.
You talk about Myles Garrett. You got to go against him in practice.
Had to.
You had to go against him in practice sparingly.
That's right.
It looks like he's reaching his full potential now that he's fully healthy. How good could this Myles Garrett kid be?
There's really no ceiling for Myles.
Yeah.
When you talk about a guy that's as fast, as quick, that can bend as well around the corner as he can, and then he combines his great brain that he's got, his football mind. It's really, he's going to be, in my opinion, the most impressive pass rusher in the NFL for a long time.
Joe, one last question. Do you miss it?
Well, on days like this, you do.
Yeah.
Monday mornings, not so much. I can get out of bed a lot easier.